carnival continues at Randwick this weekend off the back of a fantastic Everest day. We were up bright and early to head to the Trainers Tower to have a chat at Trackwork this morning about their key chances in the Spring Champion Stakes this weekend and a handy 2-year-old stepping out in the Kirkham Plate. Well, Sarge, I probably won't see you for a couple of weeks, so I thought we'd touch on your runners heading now and then into next week as well. We'll just touch on Nordic Viking this weekend in the Calendar Presnell. He's a son of So You Think, so it would be a bit ominous if he came out and won on the weekend. How's he been this prep?
Yeah, no, he last start he felt the track a bit at Rose Hill. He just was there to challenge and he followed Hopi, the winner, into the race, and he just sort of stayed the same pace. I just hope they put plenty of water on here, which they have been doing because of the heat, and I think there's a bit more of a cushion at Randwick than Rose Hill, so it should suit him. He's drawn soft at 2, and he'll get behind the speed. It's a nice big track, first start of the mile, but I'm not worried about the trip. It's just as long as there's a little bit of give in the track, he should go a nice race.
And then we look to the next week, of course, then we've got Cup Day coming up and you'll have a nice hand there. But particularly in the 4 pillars, you have Meridiana and V12.
Yeah, they're both going to get quite a bit of weight, so I'm claiming off them. William Stanley's going to claim 3 off Meridiana. She'll probably be one of the favourites with a first up impressive win. I put her out for 10 days, trialled her the other day and set her for this race, so she's right on target for that. And V12's right in form. He'll also get some weight, so Mitch Staple for the ride him. He galloped well yesterday and he'll be spot on for the race.
And where's Flying Orchid at?
Flying Orchid's out. I just thought last start didn't stay the trip. Very promising horse, but he'll come back in the autumn and be kept to sort of 12 to a mile, no further.
And there's another one that's working through her grades in the provincials, that is Natoya. Do you have a nice opinion of her?
Yeah, very impressive last start at Newcastle, staying type of Redwood filly. She'll go the midway on Cup Day. Jason Collett to ride, 1800 be perfect for her, I think. In time she'll get black type.
Adrian, a strong hand in the Champion Stakes this weekend. Shangri-La Boy and Champagne Hero. Shangri-La Boy, obviously much talked about, the half-brother of Storm Boy. How's he come through?
Yeah, excellent. He seems to be going from strength to strength. Amazing to see the progression that he's made this preparation. It's a big step up in grade and distance for him at his last start, and he was quite dominant. So I'd like to think he's improved further again, and the 2,000 metres shouldn't pose a problem for him.
And physically he's so different to his brother, isn't he?
Yeah, he is indeed. I'd say he's more in line with his sire in Piero. I think he's got a lot of those qualities and physically looks that way, and we've obviously seen Piero produce some nice classic types, so hopefully this is another one of them.
Champagne Hero was the unlucky story in that race.
Yeah, he was. I thought it was an excellent run. He's been building nicely towards this race, which has been his main target all the way through. He's got the benefit of having had a previous preparation, so he's got a good grounding for it. He's been improving nicely throughout the campaign. As I said, just wasn't able to be tested the way we would have liked last start, so he should really appreciate the 2,000 metres here and the bigger track at Randwick.
And Duke of Arrakis, third up into the Calendar Presnell?
Yeah, obviously got to forgive his run there last start. Just raced a bit keen and left himself honourable late, so blinkers are coming off for this run and potentially to try and ride him that little bit more patient just to get him to settle, because when he can, he's very honest. Obviously, just his last couple of runs just been still figuring him out a little.
Gerringong backs up out of the Silver Eagle in the Invitation.
Yeah, didn't have a lot of luck in the Silver Eagle. Just got sort of strung up back on the fence and didn't really get clear running until late. Don't mind the backup for her. She's the right stage of her preparation to do so. She's been excellent this campaign. Her run 2 starts ago was full of merit. So back to mare's grade, back up to 1,400 metres. There's obviously plenty positives for her.
Lavon Pierce, second up, will run around in that 5 Diamonds Prelude in the last.
Yeah, he's still building nicely. He's going to improve once again, and as we've seen him get out over further. First up, he carried the big weight, was just distance well short of his best, but just sort of had him at his top throughout. But he's come on nicely for that and a more suitable trip here.
How's Fully Lit? He trialled the other day.
Yeah, excellent. He's just continuing to surprise me with his preparation. He looks remarkably well. He's holding condition and thriving. So that was a nice tick-over trial. He's heading towards the Golden Eagle. That's been obviously a good sort of lead-up guide previously at the Epsom, and he ran a career best there. So looks like he's just holding that form, and if he does that, he looks well placed in the Eagle once again.
Pete, I've been looking forward to this morning because I wanted to ask you about Pearl of Dubai, your filly by Wootton Bassett in the 2-year-old race, the Kirkham, on the weekend.
Yeah, really nice filly, well-related filly, being a half to Pride of Dubai. Had an open mind when she came in. She was a little bit behind the others and fairly late to come into the stable for the first time, but a little bit light and immature. But she's been one of those fillies just from day one. She's taken off and accepted everything in a stride, and very natural filly, great doer. I thought I'd give her a trial, give her a jump out. She did well. I gave her a trial, and she trialled well, and I gave her another one. She trialled better. So just one of those fillies, just keep putting her hand up. No surprise the pedigree that she has. Big ask to go to Saturday off her first prep, but I'm confident she can run well.
It's a big push. And then in the Brian Crowley, we talk about the girls again, Miss Freelove and Memo. How are they?
Yeah, both in good form. Great race for both of them. Miss Freelove's run the other day at Warwick Farm was outstanding. It wasn't by design. She missed the start and got back, but she really rocketed at home. Her sectionals were fantastic, so probably ride in a similar vein on Saturday. Tim Clark's riding her, so he knows her now, so he knows how to ride her forward or back, but personally I think back might be the right way to ride her. And Memo, she's definitely jumping better now. She's had the barrier blanket on her. She's jumping well and putting herself right on speed, and very unlucky to get beat at Moonee Valley last start, but she gets a chance to atone on Saturday.
You did have a big team there in Melbourne on the weekend at Caulfield. How's Zealously come through that run third?
Yeah, really well. He ran great. That was a Group 2 race. They almost broke the track record, so I was really proud of what he did. He did get a bit lost in the corner, probably cost his chance of winning just rolling out on the corner. But I brought him home. There's nice races coming up here all through the summer months, and there's one on Tuesday which suits him well, so he'll probably run here on Cup Day.
We're counting down to the Coolmore. It's looking like you'll have Beedman and Raging Force. How is Beedman? Has he made his way to Melbourne?
Yeah, he went down Tuesday, got there Wednesday morning, and they settled in well. He'll be having a jump out down the straight tomorrow, which I think is very advantageous for young horses. They can get a look at that, and we're lucky enough to get that a week before the race, which will help him, no doubt. But he's certainly going well. He hasn't missed a beat since his last start run with Consul run, and looking forward to the race Saturday week.
And Raging Force, you think he might head that way?
Yeah, I had an open mind about him, but he ran really well at Caulfield. He settled well. He ran the 1200 right out. Just the winner had that little bit better run, and he's a pretty handy horse as well. So time was very good. And Geordie Childs rode him. He said he couldn't believe he went past him because he sprinted that quick when he straightened. So we're confident we can go there on a horse that's rock hard fit. He's very genuine. As I say, the 1200 metre box he ticked off well on Saturday, so no doubt he'll be competitive.